Well done. 3 points to add to the tally, 2 wins out of 3 to open the season. What are your thoughts on how tonight played out?
I think it helps when you score a goal as early as we did, but I think I asked the players for a reaction after the performance Saturday because we weren't good enough, and I felt we controlled the game much better with the ball today. So we were braver when we needed to be, and today was more like us and our performance in the first game of the season. The only, obviously, disappointing thing is that we conceded the goal at the end, because I thought our performance up to that point deserved a clean sheet. But make no bones about how important that is, that 3 points. Said to the players that at half time we haven't achieved anything, and spoke to them about understanding that they have to do whatever it takes to win a game of football. And the players did that tonight. They responded extremely well to what was a disappointing result and disappointing performance Saturday. But genuinely, I think this is huge for us as a group. Not necessarily me, I think it's huge for the players to understand how good they can be. Now the challenge is we can't perform like we did on Saturday in our next game against Lincoln. We've now set the benchmark for our home performances. You know, you look at it, and if you'd have offered me 2 home wins in our first 3 league games of the season, I'd have taken it, I'd have bitten your hand off. The squad now need to understand that every training day, every match day, they have to give their all, and they're doing that. And I just hope that by performing well and winning games of football, that we continue to grow. But also, I've only played 3 games this season. So while we're extremely pleased, as far as I'm concerned, I spoke to players there, that's gone tonight. We're on to the next one. It's relentless, that needs to be the attitude that we show as a group of staff and a group of players. But the emotion right now, obviously, we're all very happy.
And what about that start? 3 minutes on the clock when Tom Bayliss pops up, a great run into the box and very composed finish for 1-0.
Yeah, Tom, disappointed. He got dragged at half-time at the weekend. His performance wasn't up to the levels at which I feel he can hit. But he's reacted in the most fantastic way today by scoring. But what I actually liked about his performance was his work rate, was his effort. And I distinctively remember a period in the second half where I've watched him do a 70, 80 yard run. He hasn't got the ball. That needs to be our mindset now as a group. I always said you would run, and we're starting to see it now. And I think the players are starting to understand the value of it. But I'm really pleased for them that we've managed to get the result. I'm exceptionally happy for Tom to get his goal, and then the skip does what the skip does, you know, in terms of comes back into the group. It's a difficult call because we had to leave Tom out. It's a really tough call. Tom's done well, and unfortunately that's football. And I think Che, you saw tonight, his dominance in both boxes most definitely made a difference.
Yeah, considering that was his first start of the season, that was very impressive, wasn't it? His contribution throughout the match.
Yeah, I think you see just how much it matters to him. You know, he's got a different role this season within the club. He's club captain. That with itself brings responsibility. He's old enough now and experienced enough to handle that, whilst understanding that he has to perform his duties to the best of his capabilities. So really pleased for him. I think he'll be sore tomorrow. And then what we need to do is when the players come back in on Thursday and they're back in the building at the training ground, is that we prepare for Saturday. As I say, we'll take all the positives and the negatives out of tonight's performance. We won't get too high, we won't get too low, because we know that in 4 days' time we're going to be back here at home in front of our supporters trying to perform for 100+ minutes to get a result in a game that's going to be really tough against a good Lincoln team.
And how's Marco Morosi, who required quite lengthy treatment at the start of the second half?
Don't think Marco's looks are going to be it's not a positive in terms of his nose, put it that way. He's got a big gash, but again, just shows you how willing people are to put their bodies on the line. What his nose looks like, I couldn't tell you. We haven't spoken to the physios and medical staff, but one thing I do know is that he showed massive character to stay on the pitch, and he'll be disappointed tonight because he, you know, if we would have helped him out in front a bit better, then he would have got a clean sheet. But overall, look, it's a huge 3 points for us tonight. Let's not make any mistakes there. And what we do is now, I've said to the players, enjoy it tonight, enjoy their days off tomorrow with their families, go and see their kids, go and see their loved ones, and report on Thursday ready to go back to work.